All right, welcome to the Football Weekly podcast with me, Membro. This week we're going over the weekend's divisional round, and it was a very exciting weekend of football. First game of the weekend was actually a division rivalry between the Giants and the number one Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles, they dominated, putting on a dazzling performance on the ground with 3 rushing touchdowns. Jalen Hurts had 1 rushing touchdown as well as 2 touchdown passes and 154 yards in the air. Yeah, overall it was a dominant performance for the Eagles. They were up 28-0 at half, and they never looked back after that.
We were very efficient on both sides of the ball. We scored early and often. And, we just want to keep it going, want to be consistent. I'm so proud of this team, how we came out here, so proud of these fans. It's a Philly thing, It's a Philly thing. It's special.
The next matchup on Saturday was the Chiefs versus the Jaguars. The Chiefs narrowly escaped this one, 27-20. And although the loss, I think the Jags have a lot to build on. Remember, they weren't even really supposed to be in the playoffs. They took advantage of the Titans' downfall and were able to beat the Titans in the last week of the season. And then who can forget that 27-point comeback versus the Chargers in the wildcard game?
Think about, first of all, the mental fortitude and the mental toughness it takes to be down 27-0, to lose a turnover battle by 5, to go into halftime and say, you know what, we're going to go back out and we're going to win this football game. So the mental toughness of the Jacksonville Jaguar football team is outstanding.
And as for the Chiefs, they go to their 5th straight AFC Championship game, and they are 2-2 under Patty Mahomes and Andy Reid, and they look to make it a winning record in the championship game. Now, the question, who will the Chiefs play? Let's say you do a snowy day in Buffalo.
Happy to have you with us for our coverage of this playoff game between the Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. The playing surface covered with a light dusting of snow. You can see footprints at this point, and the snow is still falling.
And ice-cold Joe Burrow delivered. This game was in the snow, emotions were running high, and the Bills really were, I think, supposed to win this game. I had the Bills going all the way to the Super Bowl, but that was not to be because Joe Burrow had something else to say about that. Joe Burrow and the Bengals, they were just too good. But some big factors for the Bengals was the run game. They were able to run it a lot better with Samaje Perine and Joe Mixon. And also the defense for the Bengals was key. They only allowed the Bills to score 10 points. That's a pretty impressive feat no matter, what the conditions are. And on the other side of the game, the Bills, again, they fall short in the divisional round. They just keep falling short again and again. And, I think this year was kind of supposed to be their year. So we'll see what happens with them going forward. Do they try to get Josh Allen some more help? I think more than receivers, I think they really need a good run game. And then our final game of the divisional round weekend was the Niners and the Cowboys. And this was a super close game through and through. The defenses dominated. Only 2 touchdowns in total were scored in this one. A whole lot of field goals. And actually struggling kicker Brett Maher actually made both his field goal attempts, yet 1 extra point was actually blocked. He keeps struggling, and we'll see what the kicking game looks like next year for the Cowboys. I believe it's going to be a lot different. And it wasn't the best game for rookie Brock Purdy, but he got the job done when it mattered. He was able to get the ball to his star tight end, George Kittle, a lot. And San Francisco, they really relied on that dominant defense. The Cowboys still had a chance, but just like last year's matchup between the Niners, they just had bad clock management.
The lift here, so I think he just kind of nonchalant. His left foot's down, his right foot's up. Does that right foot skim the ground? No.
It never got down.
Yeah, he just kind of nonchalantly thought he had enough room, and I think they're going to overturn that.
All right, that's going to do it for this week. Next week on the podcast, I'll be going over the conference championship games. See you guys later. Peace.